Hi, and welcome to the show. This is my first show, actually, so if you don't get much of the ideas that I'm trying to profess, well, keep on listening to the future shows. Don't forget to subscribe and, punch in that little like icon on the video. So, welcome. This is a new sort of religious ideals that I would like to profess with you guys. And to put this the clearer way, we are just focusing on 3 rules to make you happy, to make your life easier, to make your life the way it should be. So welcome. We have only 3 rules in here. So for rule number 1 is to love God above everything else. That's right. The same as other religions. We do not care to give God a name in here. It can be any God you like. It can be Buddha, it can be Jesus Christ, it can be whoever you may like. We have no restrictions on political points of views. We respect you. And that is where our second rule comes in. Respect others as you respect yourself. That's it, pretty much. If you respect others, you will be respected. Pretty easy, huh? And the third and final rule, which is I think the most important, but since we cannot put God above this, but this is the most important rule for you. And this is, I want you to be happy. But you're going to be telling me, dude, what the hell? I'm not happy. I'm listening to your bullshit to try and see if I'm happy. Well, the third rule is everything that you can do to be happy, it's okay. We're going to be putting a little bit of what things you can or you cannot do in a way, but everything that you want to do that makes you happy is one good thing. So, today I'm going to be talking about suicide. And it's a bit of a controversial subject, but I think it's worth mentioning some other things. If you are on the brink of committing suicide, well, welcome to the show. I hope that you like it. I hope that I can be one of the factors that either makes your choice easier or makes your life better. So you're on the edge. Tell me, you have a lot of problems, right? You're feeling very, very dark and you're feeling very, very lonely. I get it. All of us have been there. I've been there. Not on the edge of suicide, but I've been there. I've been on the point where there is no other way to look forward. There is no other way that you can see a brighter future. I've been on the edge where you think that nothing that you do is worth it. I've been there. You probably are jobless right now, or you don't have a boyfriend or a girlfriend. I've been there, I get it. It's very complicated. You apply for jobs, and you go interview after interview, and they just keep telling you, we call you. But you never get that call back. And you start feeling bad. You start feeling that you are worthless. Don't worry about it. It's a natural feeling for everybody. But right now I'm going to tell you something. Something that will smash your world into smithereens. And I mean it. This will actually crush your world. And why am I going to do that? Why do I do it? Because this is the only way to move forward. I've lived it. I am living it right now. Every time I hear this, it gets me. Destroys my world, and then I fix it and I put it back together, and I put it back together the best way possible. This is it. Listen to the following. You are not special. I know, you're going to be telling, what the hell? You listen to every single song, every single place, everyone you ever cared for. They're going to be telling you, you're special. Well, let me tell you something. You're not. You're not special. You are just a piece of flesh with feelings, with a lot of thoughts, with problems. That's it. That's all that you are. You're just a piece of meat. That's it. No one cares about you. Probably your parents do. Probably your brothers, sisters, or family do. But to be honest with you, they don't care as much as you have to care. You're not special, but you have something that you can do to make you feel special. What is it? I don't know. You probably are the best hockey player in the world and you don't know it. You haven't tried that. Or you're probably the best cyclist in the world and you haven't tried that. I mean, there's a lot of issues. Have you seen this guy who speaks to dogs on the TV? This guy was jobless. He was working as a gardener. I think he's from Mexico. I don't know for sure, but I think he is. And he just went to the United States and he knew he had something. But he had to accept this rule of life, that he was not special. He had a talent. And that made him, inside of him, special. But to the rest of the world, you're not. So once that we have cleared that out, and if you're on the edge of committing suicide and listening to this, and you decide that this that I've told you is what makes you jump, go ahead. But before you jump, are you sure that you want to put your family or friends to the disgrace of being suicidal? You're a threat to yourself in a way. That's at least what the United States law agrees. But think about it. The only thing that you need is to find that makes you have that talent. You probably have it. Probably you don't know yet. And I think that's the biggest problem of this world right now. It's a lot of competition. It's a lot of people. And people don't even care what makes you. They just want to know if you're cut to do something. So, what are you going to do right now? Are you going to jump? Okay, that's the coward's way. At least for me, what I think. But we're going to respect rule number 3. If it makes you happy, go ahead and jump. I hope I can see you in heaven when I do that. When I jump into the end of my life. I'm not saying I'm committing suicide, but sooner or later, I'm going to die. Go ahead. We'll meet each other there. Since I am a faceless channel, we'll meet there. And you'll know it was me who was talking to you. But right now, if you're still listening, congratulations. And if you just realize that you're just a piece of meat, and that you want to keep on forward, well, congratulations. It just made your life better. Why? Pretty easy. When you're sick, the only thing that's left is to get better or die. Right now, you're in the middle of that process. Either you die or either you get better. So which one do you choose? If you're listening, so I'm pretty much sure that you chose to cure yourself. How are you going to cure yourself? Well, that's up to you. What do you want to do? What is that thing that's keeping you? That thing that's making your life a living shithole. And I'm sorry that I'm saying all these bad words and cursing. This religion doesn't care if we curse or not. Very happy doing it. I like doing this. I'm doing it as a community service. So what are you going to do? Are you going to jump? Are you going to keep forward? Well, if you're going to keep forward, I'm going to suggest the following things. First of all, what makes you tick? What makes your life worth it? Look for it. But also, take a moment and close your eyes. Yeah, just close them. And think about it. What drove you to this place? Is it your mom? Is it your dad? Were you abused when you were a kid? Think about it. You have to face that problem. And the only way to face it is to stand up to yourself and do it. What is it that makes you think? What is it that makes you tick? What is it that makes you go forward? I would like you to share your comments in here. You know, on the little bar and behind, on the bottom. Tell me, what do you think? I'll be happy to answer you. I'll be happy to be a part of this. I'll be answering more questions every day. Every video, I'll answer questions from the public. I'm going to share a little story with you. Right now, I'm jobless. I started doing this. Why? Because I like talking to people. I just realized that what makes me tick is to talk, is to convince people, to tell them what they are good at it. So my little story here to end up this video and to give you the chance of telling you a little bit more of this religious ideas that I'm trying to make the world listen is, right now I'm jobless. My dream work, I always wanted to do some work that I've always been interested into. I'm not going to go into details with my personal life. And I cannot get that job. I go into endless interviews and I don't get it. And I think I'm fairly good. I practice 6 or 8 hours a day of what I do. And I try going forward, watching more tutorials, practicing, and all other things. And I still do not get a job. And I realized that I was missing 2 things, which right now I'm trying to process through this religion, is confidence and determination. And on the plus side, a little bit of perseverance. I'm going to get that job one day. I'm fairly sure of that. But I have to be, keep pushing forward. So what about you? Tell me a little bit about you. What makes you push forward? I'd like to hear more of your comments. And please, your life is worth it. Every life in this world is worth it. But it's up to you to decide if the life ends or continues. Look what makes you tick. Look for it. Think about it. And make it. It's not always easy. Life is not easy. Life is made full of challenges. Don't give up. You know that the challenges come. You know you have to overcome them. Are you going to overcome them? Are you going to be better? Prove to yourself, not to anyone else. Prove to yourself that you are the best you can do. And as for this, I just keep telling you one more thing. Rule number 3. Be happy. And how are you going to be happy? Do something that makes you happy. If you want to go in and out a town and get drunk, get drunk. I don't care. If that makes you happy, do it responsibly, obviously, because you have to respect others the way you respect yourself. Do it. If you want to close the door and play a video game for 6 to 10 hours straight up, I mean, if that doesn't affect anyone else, go ahead, do it. If that makes you happy. If you want to go on drugs, close your door and do a line of coke or whatever, if that doesn't affect anyone else, go ahead, do it. If it makes you happy. We don't care. We only think that you're here in this world to be a happy person. Cheers. Cheers, and I would like to say thank you for listening to this, and thank you for sharing. Subscribe to the channel and give a little thumbs up on it, and we'll still keep on forward. Thank you very much. Have a great day.